On today's episode of Cooking with Courtney, we're gonna do some macro hacks and we are going to put together some meal prep and show you how I combine food options that are super easy, super simple, and great to freeze and plan ahead with.
Ooh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it. Ladies, let him check up on it. Watch it while he check up on it. Dip it, pop it, talk it, stop and check on me tonight. You got it, flown it, boy, I know you want it.
So today on Cooking with Courtney, we are going to be doing overnight oats, egg quiche or like little eggs and muffin tins, green bean and ground turkey fiesta blend. So these are the three recipes that we are going to go through today. I'm going to show you how I make them in about half an hour and you are set for the week. So first off, on the stovetop, I have two pans going. The first one, we are going to do some extra lean minced turkey. And in the wok, we're gonna cook up a pack of green beans. So with the ground turkey, I'm actually going to add some reduced sodium fajita Smart Fiesta seasoning. Only a little bit. There are in 6 grams, there's about 5 grams of carbs in it. I'm not too concerned about that. We're not gonna count it. Variance, right? So we're gonna sprinkle that all over the ground turkey so it covers it before we mix it up. So while this starts to cook, I'm going to get working on the egg quiche because that has to go in the oven. So we're going to put the oven on. Just so you guys know, I am not following any recipes. I'm going off macros that I know work and based off food that I like, and I kind of make the macros fit as we go. So this is just how I do it. It's not how everyone does it, but sometimes this is what works best for people. This is what works best for me, so this is what we're doing. So I put the oven on at 350. I'm gonna wait till that heats up. Honestly, the only things in this, eggs and some pre-cut veggies because I'm super lazy. This is a meal prep hack, pre-cut veggies. Seriously, how much time does it take to actually cut up veggies? It's actually an omelet pizza mix, so there's zucchini, onion, and peppers in here. How long does it take to cut up peppers into little tiny cubes? It takes a long time. This just saved me like 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. So as the ground turkey cooks, obviously stirring as we go. The green beans, I'm actually going to put a little bit of water in them and I'm gonna cover the wok just so that they steam nicely. Whew. That's literally a Ronco moment. Set it and forget it. We have our muffin tin. So I'm going to spray the shit out of this with some Spectrum brand coconut oil. Spray the pan. So the way I get my measured portions into each container is to use a measuring cup. Who would have thought? So right now I have it based off of 50 grams. Gonna see how it goes. So this is 50 grams of veggies. It almost measures out to a 1/4 cup. So basically what I want, or what I'm looking for in here, is basically to have that full. And it is. Based off of that, I'm just gonna pour the other 6 and just fill them up. Check on that ground turkey. Now something to remember when you're cooking meat is when you look on the packaging, the nutrition information is always for uncooked meat. Because unless you get pre-cooked meat, then how you get it on the package or how you get it in the package is what it's gonna say on the package. So remember that if you're basing your macros off of these numbers for uncooked ground turkey, then you should be weighing it and entering it into My Macros Plus as uncooked ground turkey. So a lot of people look at the uncooked option and then they weigh it as cooked. That does make a big difference. Meat will shrink, the water will come out of it. So make sure you cook it weighed and then enter it weighed. Macro hack. Beans are coming along very nicely. So now what I'm gonna do for the quiche is I'm gonna crack the eggs separately, beat it up. So one thing I've learned when I was looking at these recipes is that if you cook an egg and then freeze it, because these meals are gonna be frozen, if you cook an egg and freeze it, the egg whites kind of come out a little funky, but the egg yolks are fine when they're frozen. But if you scramble the egg and then freeze it, it actually tastes a lot better. So that's why I'm doing that, and that's why I'm not cooking with egg whites. Now again, I'm totally eyeballing this, so these could turn out to be a beautiful disaster. And by beautiful, I mean not beautiful. But that's the joy of cooking. It's always fun. You never know what you're gonna get. And I have no idea how long this is gonna go in the oven for, again, because I'm just eyeballing everything. Because I don't like following recipes. People who know me know that I don't like following rules either. Bean, you helping me cook? You smell food. So I have my messy eggs all in here. Again, there's about 1 egg in each little tin. There's about 50 grams of vegetables in each one. I'm gonna toss them in the oven. I think I'm actually gonna turn the oven down, maybe to about 250 because I don't want anything to burn. So I just put it in the oven. I put 6 eggs in the oven at 250 degrees. I turned it up to 300. I just turned it down to 250 just to be safe, and I'm setting it at 15 minutes. So fingers crossed this works. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna work on the ground turkey. My notes, my macro notes. Let's weigh out that turkey. Big bowl, big gains, big hunger. So I am weighing out the cooked ground turkey. 345 grams. Just for reference, we take 450 grams on the package, and that's it raw. Cooked, it shrinks down almost 100 grams. So it goes down, or sorry, over 100 grams. So it shrinks down to 345 grams. So make a note of that. So I'm actually gonna divide this into meals. So I'm just gonna divide it in half, which makes it easier. So it's about 172 grams. Green beans. Green beans are super simple. You just kind of toss them in. I'm actually gonna toss in some roasted garlic and herb pasta sauce. So I got these lovely disposable takeout containers from the dollar store. There's 3 in a pack. Depending on where you go, you can get them in different sizes. These ones are good. It's for 2 people, so I figure a meal like this big can be divided in half. Honestly, this is like so simple. I'm going to add in pasta sauce. Woo! That ground turkey with the Fiesta mix is really, really good. So, 125 milliliters is 12 grams of carbs. Let's do it up. Perfect. And we mix all that up. That's nice. Nice some pasta sauce. Some pasta sauce. Green beans. Green beans do not take up a lot of macros. Let's just put it in the side. So I'm just gonna take this whole bag of green beans, divide it into 2, because that's easy. One thing that you want to keep in mind when you are freezing vegetables is try to undercook them. You don't want them too perfectly, because when you thaw them out again, they're gonna get a little soggy. And it's also important to think about the vegetables that you want to eat, that you're okay with eating, that might be soggy. If you can't handle soggy vegetables, then maybe don't eat frozen vegetables. Let's go 225. Okay. Green beans are in. The ground turkey. So remember that we divided the ground turkey in half, so it's about 172 grams in each container. Add like a tiny bit of buffer for the pasta sauce, so I actually put 225 green beans, 225 turkey. And that is basically, that could be dinner for 2 people. That's super simple. Honestly, I'm not complicating the process. What's that saying? Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. I'm gonna check on the eggs, the quiche. Those are cooking, definitely not done yet. Eggs are not done yet, we're gonna keep that going. It says 6 minutes, so we'll check on it in 6 minutes. I'm going to set these to the side so they can cool down. And now we are going to do the overnight oats. So what I'm gonna do for the overnight oats is I'm just gonna put all the dry ingredients into a mason jar, so that the good thing about mason jars, you can actually do this, a lot of people do it with salads, is that if you seal the mason jar tight enough, it will stay fresh for a very long time. I'm gonna say salads in a mason jar will stay fresh for at least a week. They won't get soggy. It also depends on the ingredients that you put into it. So wet ingredients, so the soggy vegetables, if you put some in the salad, they might kind of start to get a little funky, but if you're just putting dry ingredients in here, there's really no reason for them to go bad. So what I actually did is on my little notepad is I actually wrote out the ingredients that I'm going to put in here because this is actually a really nice macro hearty meal that will be really good so that when you want to start off the day with a lot of protein, get some carbs in there, get some healthy fats in there, this overnight oats is going to be like your go-to. I'm going to start at the bottom with Canadian Protein Premium Whey Protein Blend in vanilla. Vanilla's the killer. I'm putting in 20 grams. Once that's in, I'm going to put in some Canadian Protein Quick Rolled Oats. I like things big, so I actually got this massive bag of Canadian Protein oats, and that saves you literally tons of dollars, like lots of money. So get your oats from Canadian Protein because they're so much cheaper. So I'm putting in 20 grams of oats. Gonna use hemp hearts for some healthy fats. 15 grams. Use some Bite Fuel. I love this protein granola trail mix. Pina colada flavor. Because who doesn't like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? Terrible singer. Okay, we have 30 grams of Bite Fuel. I'm gonna try and use all the small pieces at the bottom. And then I'm gonna use 10 grams of dried cranberries. So honestly, like, this doesn't look like a lot. It is. This is gonna be protein packed. In this, 30 protein, 40 carbs, and 14 fats. This is probably like one of the best breakfast meals that you could have to start your day. So overnight oats for the win. I'm gonna check on the eggs again because they just beeped. So these eggs look beautiful. So the eggs look like they're done. I'm gonna quickly take them out before they cool. I would like them to be as warm as possible. Just helps get them out a little bit easier. Hey, they worked! Yay! These actually smell really, really good. These egg things are super low in macros. They actually have, there's one egg, so there's 6 protein, 5 fats in one of them, and then the carbs are pretty much the veggies, so let's say like 3 or 4 grams, have it written down. But for like a 90 calorie breakfast, double up on it. Seriously, it's not gonna hurt you. Get your protein in. These actually look really, really delicious. My sous chef